Hello and welcome to this segment. We are at Howard's Jewelry Store and we are at the Laurel Mall, and I'm here with Mark Frumkin. And Mark, thank you as always for taking time to educate us on all the great things that are going on in jewelry and diamonds and everything else.
It's always fun, Art, and I appreciate your coming once again. It's nice to see you. I know we do this a couple of times a year, and we were just joking. This is like the Mark and Art summer show.
Absolutely. But people who come here learn a lot because, you not only have fine jewelry, but you're a world of education. Your family's been around. The whole store's been around. How many years?
52 years now. My dad before me. I was just telling a friend of mine last night that at the ripe old age of 57, I never thought I'd still be here. I remember my dad nailing the shelves on the wall when I was 6, so it's been a long deal. But, I love what I do, and my employees love it. I'm really blessed to have great employees.
I'm sure part of it is learning what to buy, but some of it is learning what not to buy.
Exactly. You can get into stuff that's a little too trendy, and I'll leave that to other stores. I like stuff that has a lasting value and a lasting beauty. I can tell you that we sold jewelry in the 60s and 70s that's still just outstanding today. I had a woman call me up. Her husband was very sick, and she was in her 70s. And she reminded me that I told her one day that the D'Annunzio heart she was buying someday would really cheer her up. When she was buying it, she said, "Mark, I'm getting old. I have no place to go with this jewelry." And I said to her, "Honey, you will," not to mention a name, someday you'll put that on. She called me on the phone. Her husband was deathly ill, and she said that she wore that whole set today, the earrings and the necklace, and it made her feel like $1 billion. And she just wanted to thank me for that. And that's the kind of jewelry I like to sell, something that's really timeless and beautiful.
And that's what you find when you come into the store here. Let's talk about, is the summer a good time to buy diamonds? Is the summer a good time to buy jewelry? I mean, everybody has birthdays different times of the year.
Well, we talked the last time you were in about the price of gold, and I think at that point the price of gold was somewhere in the 4s. Now the price of gold has touched $700 and come back to $650, So the conversation we had at that point in time was spot on the money, and things have gone up a little bit. I don't really foresee them going down anywhere in the near future, and I'm not going to start speculating on what the price of gold is going to be someday. But in any case, this summer is as good a time as any to buy jewelry. We have it here. We have basically at this point in time we're getting in most of our Christmas merchandise. We're that far ahead of the season, and in that way we have the greatest selection. Our customers can have the greatest selection, and I've got some new and funky stuff.
Well, let's talk about what you're going to show us on today's show, because there are always occasions coming up that you need to be thinking ahead on. If you're really smart, you'll come and see Mark, and he'll help you pick out your next 2 or 3 gifts so that you don't have to think about it when the date comes, right?
That's right. We can make a list, check it twice, who's been naughty, who's been nice, do the whole thing. Yeah. We have a lot of women that come in here and will make out like a Christmas list, and then their husbands would come in and say, what did Mary Jane pick out? And you say, well, she liked this, she liked this, she liked this. So it could be a topaz, could be a tanzanite, could be a colored diamond. They're going to be hot.
Let's talk about those. You have a couple in your hand here before we.
I always spring this stuff on you, and it's almost like a trademark of the Mark and Art show that we do. This little sparkler comes on in the middle of the show.
Well, he not just has diamonds, but he's got diamonds.
Oh,
I mean, these things are pretty. I don't want to say they're big. They're just nice and they're large enough to see.
Oh yeah, all the way to exotic.
Let's see what you got here.
I'm going to show you 2 stones today. And this is on the cutting edge, and I think that there's a lot of talk in the press and the magazines today about colored diamonds, and they've become very popular. The first stone I'm going to show you, and we'll get a close-up of this later on, but this is a 2 3/4 carat green diamond, and it's a beautiful, beautiful shade of green. It's an oval.
No, that is an actual diamond.
Yes,
and
actual diamond.
It has the value of a diamond.
Yeah, the girls out in the mall just saw this. I thought you were going to have a heart attack. This is a natural green stone. Well, it's actually been irradiated to bring out the true beauty of the stone. We start with the whitest of stones. A lot of places start with brown stones that are unusable for anything else. I like to use a white stone because then you get a real true color. You get a real true color shift with the white stone. It doesn't have, the brown stones always have that little brown trail fading into the color. This is one stone. I'm also going to show you an intense yellow canary. And this you'll get a close-up later on.
Well, yeah, we're seeing a close-up. Now, when they look at this, what do you mount it in? What is the ideal place to mount that?
Okay, a diamond like this you could mount into a solitaire. Oh, I just happen to have one of those in my pocket too. Huh?
I'll tell you,
See
man.
what we got here. Look at that.
Wow.
You could take a stone like this, mount it into a solitaire. You know, you'd have the colored stone and the colored diamond in the middle, maybe some baguettes. You could take and make it into a necklace. Anything. We have blue diamond earrings in the store. I mean, it just goes. We run the gamut here. We have orange, blue, green, you know, fancy, intense yellows.
Now you got to have the whole outfit to go with it. So they probably went out and bought a new outfit, so somebody's going to come buy them the diamonds to match. But what are the sizes of these diamonds?
Okay. They start probably 10, 15 points smaller. You know, very affordable pieces of jewelry. Sometimes we trim them. Generally, we trim them with white diamonds. Gives a great contrast. We use white gold, yellow gold, platinum, whatever our customer would want us to use. And like I say, you could do necklaces. I've seen pieces done with different colored diamonds, you know, blue diamonds. And
so you have pieces that are smaller that are maybe more affordable. But
I create these, actually, to tell you the truth, Art. I create a lot of these, you know, right in front of the customer. We just sit down with the stones and we lay them out on the counter and, you know, put it together and make a piece of jewelry.
Now, what size are these we're looking at?
Okay, this piece, the canary, is 1 3/4 carat.
And so what would something like that go?
This one and the green one are both right around $15,000 a piece.
That's for the stone. Then you can have it mounted anywhere you want.
Yeah, the mounting is whatever you want, you know. Simple necklace mounting, I'd probably throw that in. If you get into something fancier with diamonds and this and that, then that's a different story, you know. And then it becomes your opinion or my opinion or our opinion, or however we're going to do this, you know what I mean? So,
well, I just want to point that out because if anybody's watching this in any of the locations that this program airs, whether it's here locally or whether it's on the Pocono system over there and they're traveling through the area, they can call you up, go on the website, or get in touch with you if they're interested in this kind of a diamond.
Absolutely, yeah. We have these in stock and we keep them here. We have white diamonds as well. Of course, we have the Millennium Cut Diamond. We were the United States leader in Millennium Diamond sales. I got a call 2 weeks before Christmas that Howard's Jewelers was the #1 Millennium Diamond dealer in the United States. Quite an honor for a little town in Pennsylvania. You know, we're getting a lot of honors with our mayor and everything else right now. But
Hazleton's got a lot going on.
Yeah, we do.
Now, tell us about what you're going to show us today that's on display here.
Today I'm going to show you some of the new D'Annunzio pieces. D'Annunzio of New York has some new pieces. They've come out with a new collection now. Actually, most of that collection you'll find at howards-jewelers.com, our website. I don't really sell things on the website. I think that a piece of jewelry should be looked at in person, you know. Although we have sold stuff off the website, all of the pieces from D'Annunzio, all of the D'Annunzio collections are on that website. The whole Jewelry line is on the website. But mostly on the website you'll find something called the Learning Center, and if you click on that, it'll take you into brilliance and scintillation and all the properties of a diamond. It'll show you my selection of natural colored diamonds, that you can see the difference between an F colored diamond and a Q colored diamond, and you can see that right on there. The different types of inclusions blown up, all about diamonds, all about pearls, you know. So you can get your master's degree in gemology looking at that website. If you want to spend some time with it, you don't really have to travel all over the world to find what you need to know. It's right there at howardsjewelers.com.
And we recommend people do that. Now, you know, we've got a couple minutes left here. What have we left out, or what do we want to mention that we're showing them today?
Well, of course, we have all of the store, you know, and to start talking about a store like this in 2 minutes or less is impossible. I invite people to come in, take a look.
Where exactly is it located? Tell them how to get
Okay, Howard's Jewelers is located in the Laurel Mall, which is in West Hazleton. We're off of exit 145 of Route 81 South. If you're coming down off of 80, that would be the first exit or the second exit. The first exit, I guess. First exit. You'll know when you get to Hazleton because your ears will pop about 2 minutes before you get here because we're so high up in the hills. Pennsylvania doesn't really have mountains, but we're at 1,600 feet up here, the highest city in the state. 145, and then you're just going to turn towards West Hazleton, and when you hit the third light, you're in front of the Laurel Mall. Just come right in there and ask anybody. They'll direct you right to Howard's. We've been in the mall here for 22 years now. Take a walk around the store. Our employees are knowledgeable. They're sharp. They're up with what's going on. We never sell a dime without putting in a microscope and letting somebody see it first so they know exactly where they are. Everything comes. It's certified. You know, it's got papers with it.